G'day everyone and welcome back to NS2HD. This is part 2 of the internal UWE playtest of Build 155, the beta. So if you haven't checked out part 1, make sure you head over to NS2HD 41 before you watch this video, otherwise it's not going to make much sense. But carrying straight on, I'm currently sitting in the central hive, the third hive expansion. Aliens currently hold 3 of the 5 tech points on the map, so we're looking pretty good. And I am a lurk, and I'm trying to defend this third hive with a couple of skulks against the Marines, who are trying to attack from their territory down a ramp below just where I'm fighting now. So this is a great example of some lurk versus Marine combat. It's a bit asymmetrical because my lack of skill is being countered by the fact that I've put Crags here using the hive, and so basically I'm staying alive using the Crags healing ability and dropping gas on the Marines as they try to come in. So this Marine here right now, he is copping damage left, right and center. He's copping damage from my spines, he's copping damage from my gas as well. And remember in part 1 I said that I thought the tactic that Flayer was trying to use here, if Flayer is commanding, I think he is, was to activate the power node after building a couple of sentries down there in the at the end of the hive. So if they manage to get a Mac to the power node and activate it, those sentries will activate and they will flog everyone in this room. Even with the Crag there, they will do a lot of damage. So you can see just then I was trying to stop the Macs, I was shooting them, and now I'm trying to shoot down the sentries during a lull in the fight to make sure that there's not a chance the Marines will be able to do this. Now at this point I'm kind of letting slip of the macro game. I kind of slipped out of using commander mode. The great thing about Natural Selection 2 is a lot of people can slip in and out of commander mode. It's no longer, at least when you're an alien, it's no longer the case that, I mean, there were no alien commanders in NS1, but it's not the case that a single person has to be down with the macro game at all times. I've slipped in and out of 3 different hives, being commander in 3 different hives during this game, and I was atop of the macro game, helping out the team in different areas, while other alien commanders helped out in other areas. But at this point I do let it slip a little, so basically the rest of this part 2 will be a lot of my combat and tactical gameplay rather than the strategic gameplay you saw in part 1. Now here, you saw there was a fade come in. I just cut to this from some boring gameplay. There was that fade down there. I tried to go support him with some spores because he was trying to take out the sentry guns that were sieging that hive. This hive right... Sorry, not this hive, the other hive. Unfortunately, the sentry guns took me down as soon as I flew at them. I should have realised. I was a bit dumb, so I lost that lurk. And at this point I decided I was just going to try and follow this fade around because, hey, it's a fade. He's just been released. I just wanted to see him in action. So I'm just skulking, trying to support this fade as he runs around. Now notice, I've just come into the third hive expansion and the power node is back up. So it's very likely that sentry guns could be dropped in here. The Marines are pushing it as we speak. And right now I didn't realise that Marines were also going to work on our forward defensive position. This one here, they'd been doing damage to it. You can see the Crag is gone. At this point I decided to switch up to Gorge and support the fade that way. I thought I could do a bit of old-fashioned heal spraying on the fade to keep him in combat. So we basically ignored the fact that our central hive is going down. We are pushing direct for Marine base right now because there's not many people in it. You can see the commander's in there and he's got 1 Marine there with him. He was lagging out a bit there. But there's not many people there. You can see there's 9 people on the server right now, and that person who is lagging is... Yeah, we just had a few connection problems at this point with 9 people, but we've been running for 15 minutes, so for this to be the first connection problem I thought was awesome. And you can see after a few seconds it died down, and we are going to go back, except Murphy at this stage was AFK, so I'm guarding this fade outside Marine base going, when are you going to come back to life, man? Because the Marines are coming, they can see you. I know he wasn't lagging because he was still chatting on the chat system that Unknown Worlds uses. Anyway, meantime I try to keep taking out this power node, and there, the fade wakes up. He's like, oh crap, I'm being attacked, I better start fighting again. So there you go, he's blinking around. I'm starting to use heal spray. That's a right click on the Gorge, lets you use the heal spray. It's not quite as effective as a Crag, but it allows the Gorge to be a battle medic. So yeah, I'm just trying to heal spray this Fade while he goes to town on the Marine base. Now, meanwhile, I'm slipping in the macro game. The rest of the Marine team is off trying to defend our third hive and also our second hive, which was going down. Sergeant Barlow was in there with an axe, and he was just taking it to that hive. And you'll recall in part 1 I said, oh, not too good, we don't have any hydras in this hive, and if we had some hydras we might not have lost that hive. Unfortunately, we don't have any hydras in there, so I know for a fact it is going down right now. So it comes down to this attack right now with this Fade and this Gorge and everyone else who's supporting it. I've dropped some hydras, we've taken down the power node crucially in this room, so you can see our territory is advancing even if we've lost territory at the back. And we're starting to do damage to this base. The command station, the armory, these sentry guns. There's no Marines in here right now, so this little Gorge can happily go to town on this sentry gun and do damage. I'm not sure where the IP is. I think it's up on the ledge there and it's still active. So the Marines are still coming in, but it's really not looking good for them right now. A lot of Marines are out trying to chew up our hives, but they're not attacking our primary hive back at alien spawn. So we're looking pretty good there. Well, I'm not looking pretty good there because I got shot to bits. And this point is where I just jumped in to be Fade, and it was at this very point that Flavor said, hey guys, sorry, playtest's got to end. We're going to actually pump this out right now. It's looking okay to launch. So there you go, guys. That's it for part 2 of my replay. Look out for future replays because I think that was a lot of fun. I'm going to do it more. I'm going to do hopefully some more 20-minute games, split them up like StarCraft 2 games and put them out for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That is proof that NS2 is playable in real world servers. It is playable right now in beta. Go out there, have some fun, get into it. Can't wait to see you guys out on the pub servers. Cheers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.